Here we have a rhombus. They are asking construct a rhombus B and bend. BN is equal to 5.6, BE is equal to 6.5. With the help of this, we need to construct a special quadrilateral which is called a rhombus. Let me draw a rough diagram. Yes. Let me draw a rough diagram rhombus like this. And write the name B and D. B E N D is a rhombus. Now in that B E N D rhombus, they give length of BN is 5.6. Length of BN is 5.6 and DE is 6.5. BN is 5.6, DE is 6.5. Let me write here 6.5 and this one is 5.6. We know here two diagonals. When we know the length of two diagonals, how we can draw a rhombus? Let's see here. Yes, it is possible with the help of its special properties. So, what are the special properties of rhombus? In a rhombus, diagonals are in a rhombus. Diagonals. You know, diagonals mean all the sides are equal. But when you draw the diagonals, here the diagonals are here the diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other. Perpendicularly bisect each other. With the help of this, we will draw the main figure. So first, with the help of ruler, you can draw a line segment D, length of 6.5 centimeters. By taking a ruler, you can draw a line segment. Let me draw a line segment, length of 6.5. 6.5, 0, 1 point, 6.1, 5, 1 point. Now join those 2 points and name the end points as DE, whose length is 6.5. Now NB is the diagonal and that NB diagonal is perpendicularly there on base. Diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other. So let us draw one perpendicular bisector on DE. We learned in class 6th how to draw a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means which make a right angle on the base. Bisector means which divides the base into two equal parts. To construct a perpendicular bisector on D, you can take the compass, set the compass length of more than D. Now this is the length of D. You don't take it half, don't take less than half. Set the compass more than half of DE. Yes. Now this is the length which is more than half of DE. So why we can take the more than half of DE? To construct the perpendicular bisector. So take that, set the compass length of more than half of DE. Draw an arc from vertex D. Draw an arc above the DE and below the DE. With same length, do the same thing from vertex E. With same length from vertex E, you can draw an arc above the DE and also below the DE. So this is the way we can draw the perpendicular bisector. Now here above the DE, both arcs are intersecting. Below the DE also both arcs are intersecting. Join those 2 points with the help of a ruler. Alternatively here, you can extend this. It is the line. You can extend more you want. Now it is called a perpendicular. Not only perpendicular, it is the bisector also. Yes. Now on this perpendicular, we need to take point N here, and we need to take point B here. So where you can take point N, where you can take point B? As I said, in a rhombus, diagonals are bisect each other, perpendicularly bisect each other. So this total 5.6 will divide to equal parts. Let me take this intersecting point is suppose O. ON is equal to OB. So total 5.6 will divide to equal parts. So what is the half of 5.6 beta? 5.6 by 2. 2 ones are 2 2s are 4. 1 left decimal point. 16. 2 8 16. 2.8. O to N is 2.8. O to B is 2.8. Yes, 2.8 centimeter. Even this also how much? 2.8 centimeter. Now this you can take center as O. Now we can take the compass, Set the compass length of 2.8 centimeter. Set the compass length of 2.8 centimeter. 2.8 centimeter. From vertex O, you can draw an arc above the DE and below the DE. Now this arc intersects the line. Name the intersecting point as N. And this bottom arc also intersects the line. Name the intersecting point as B. Now we can join DN and DB with the help of ruler. D to N and N to E with the help of ruler. Again you can join E to B and D to B with the help of ruler. Now we can see BEND, the required rhombus is ready. What is the length of O to N meter? Which is 2.8. Even this how much? 2.8. What is the length of DE? 5.6. So this is the way we can draw the rhombus when we know the length of two diagonals. First one diagonal I took as a base, and we know the property diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other. So on that base, on that one diagonal DE, I drawn the perpendicular bisector, and on that perpendicular bisector I took the points N and B. How I took the points N and B? Sir, total length is 5.6. As we know, diagonals are bisect each other. So half of 5.6 is 2.8. So above this O we can take 2.8. Below this we can take 2.8 and draw the arc. Hope it is clear. Yes, after the construction, we need to write the steps also. So first, draw a line segment DE length of 5.6 centimeter. I took one line segment DE whose length is 5.6 centimeters. Draw the perpendicular bisector of DE. As we know, diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other in a rhombus. So draw a perpendicular bisector on DE. How we can draw the perpendicular bisector? I said by taking more than half of DE. Set the compass more than half of DE. You can draw the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector intersect at point O. Perpendicular bisector intersect DE. Intersect DE. It is going to intersect DE at point O. From vertex, draw an arc from vertex O. From vertex O, you can draw an arc of length 2.8 centimeters. How I got 2.5? Which is half of 5.6. Half of total length 5.6. Diagonals are bisect each other also. Above and below the DE. From vertex O, by taking half of the total length NB 5.6, which is 2.8, you can draw an arc above the DE and below the DE. That arc intersect the line at N and B. Intersect at N and B. Join MD, NE, DB and BE. Now the required rhombus bend BE, ND. Bend is ready. So this is the construction of a rhombus when we know the length of two diagonals. Here the important key point is in a rhombus, diagonals are perpendicularly bisect each other. If you know the condition, it will be easy. Here we have one more from exercise 4.3. They are asking construct a quadrilateral plan. PL 4 cm, LA 6.5 cm, angle P is 90, angle A is 110, angle N is 85 degrees. Here we know the two sides and three angles. With the help of this, first we will draw one rough diagram. With the help of this, we will construct main figure. Quadrilateral. Let me draw one four-sided quadrilateral, four-sided polygon. Here, let me write here plan. P L is the base. We can take PL or LA, anyone as a base. If I take PL, angle P is there. If I take LA, angle A is there in LA. So from this both, anyone you take as a base. Let me take PL. Here A N. P, L, A, N. Should write in order. It may be either clockwise or anti-clockwise, but write in order. Either you can go clockwise or you can go anti-clockwise, but write in order. So what is the length of PL? 4 centimeters, and LA is 6.5 centimeters. Angle P, which is 90 degrees. Angle A is 110 degrees. Angle N is 85 degrees. With the help of this, we need to construct a quadrilateral. 2 adjacent sides and 3 angles. 2 adjacent sides and 3 angles. Children, is it possible with the help of these measurements? First, we draw one line segment PL, 4 centimeter length. Then from vertex P, we draw one ray which is 90 degrees. Okay. Then what about vertex N? Where it is? We don't know what is the position of vertex N. What about vertex A? From here we draw one 6.5 centimeter, one arc. Okay. Then where I can take this vertex A? It is not possible to get vertex A and vertex N with these measurements. Yes. Here we know 3 angles. With the help of angles of property of quadrilaterals, we can find this 4th angle, so that we can get the remaining 2 vertices also. So here, what is the angles of property over here? Angle P plus, angle L plus, angle A plus, angle N. The angles of property of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. Yes, we can write here angles of property. Yes, it is angle sum property of quadrilateral. So angle P is 90 degrees plus angle L, we don't know, we have to find angle L plus A 110 plus angle N is 85 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. 110 plus 90, 200, 200 plus 85, 285. Angle L plus 285 degrees is equal to 360. So angle L is equal to 360 minus 285, 590, 1560. Angle L is equal to 15 and 60, 75 degrees, which is 75 degrees. 285 plus 5, 290, 290 plus 70, 360. Angle L I got 75 degrees. Now it is easy to construct the quadrilateral. Yes. First, we need to draw one line segment, length of 4 centimeters. By using ruler, you can draw one line segment whose length is 4 centimeters. Name the endpoints as PL. By using protractor, from vertex P, you can draw one ray, measure of 90 degrees. First, by using this protractor, from vertex P, you can draw one ray whose measure is right angle, 90 degrees. Yes, we will draw one ray whose measure is 90 degrees. Yes, let me draw one ray whose measure is the right angle, 90 degrees. Next, you can take the protractor. From vertex L, you can draw one more ray, measure of 75 degrees. Yes. Now we can take from vertex L 75 degrees. See, we have left side onwards we have 0. Even from the right side also we have 0. Now we consider left side 0. The reason, we need to measure this angle. So from the left side I can see 0 is top. So top we need to reach 75 degrees. Top 75 I can see here. Yes, it is 75 degrees. Now you can draw one ray by joining the vertex and L. You can draw the ray. Yes, you can draw one ray. Here we have a line segment length 6.5 centimeters. A is the vertex which is 6.5 centimeter away from vertex L. Now by taking the compass, set the compass length of 6.5 centimeter. Set the compass length of 6.5 centimeter. From vertex L, you can draw one arc to get vertex A. From vertex L, by taking 6.5 centimeter, you can draw one arc, and this arc intersect the ray and name the intersecting point of ray and arc as A. LA is 6.5 centimeter and angle L is 75 degrees. Still we need to get the vertex N. So how can I get vertex N? From vertex A should draw 110 degrees ray. From vertex A will draw one ray measure of 110 degrees. Yes. Now we need to take from this side. So from this side I can see 0 is top. So top here I can see 110 degrees. Here I can see top 110 degrees. Here I can see beta 110 degrees. Sorry, it is 100. Here I can see 110 degrees. Now we need to draw one ray from vertex A to that vertex. Yes. So we can draw like this. Both the rays are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as L. How much we took here? We took it is 110 degrees. Now more you want, you can measure this, which gives you compulsory 85 degrees. This is the way we can draw a quadrilateral when we know two adjacent sides and three angles. Let us see the steps also. Yes, you can see the steps also here. Like first, we took one line segment length of 4 centimeters. Draw a line segment PL length of 4 centimeters. Then from vertex P, draw a ray measure of 90 degrees. From vertex P, I draw one ray whose measure is right angle 90 degrees. From vertex L, draw an arc length of 6.5 centimeters. From vertex L, draw an arc length of 6.5 centimeters. And from the same vertex L, you can draw one ray measure of 75 degrees. Then I said name the intersecting point of ray and arc as A. So here this ray and arc both are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as A. Now we need to write about vertex N. From vertex A, draw a ray measure of 110 degrees. It intersects the previous ray. It intersects the previous ray at one point. Name the intersecting point as N. Now we can see the required quadrilateral plan is ready. So this is the way we can draw a quadrilateral. Children, here we have one more special type of parallelogram. Special type of quadrilateral which is called a parallelogram. Here they gave these measurements. With the help of this, let us construct a parallelogram here. So first we need to draw a rough diagram. Let us draw a rough diagram. With the help of this rough diagram, we will do main figure. So first let me draw one parallelogram. As we know in parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. So name the parallelogram as here. Now in this parallelogram here, they said HE is equal to 5 centimeters, EA is equal to 6 centimeters, and the angle R is 85 degrees. Angle R is 85 degrees. It is the special type of quadrilateral. We know the properties of this parallelogram. What properties we know better? Opposite sides are equal. HE is equal to 5 centimeter. Then its opposite side RE also how much? 5 centimeters. EA is 6 centimeter. Its opposite side also how much? 6 centimeters. And also we know opposite angles also equal. As angle R 85, angle E also how much? 85. So with the help of this, we will construct one parallelogram. Yes, let us draw the main figure with the help of this rough diagram. First we draw a line segment whose length is 5 centimeter. With the help of ruler, you can draw one line segment whose length is 5 centimeters. Whose length is 5 centimeters. And join this. Draw a line segment whose length is 5 centimeters. and name the endpoints as H, E. Now, with the help of protractor, you can draw one ray from vertex E, measure of 85 degrees. From vertex E, you can draw one ray whose measure is 85 degrees. 85 degrees is here. So you can extend that with the help of ruler. Here I draw one ray whose measure is 85 degrees. Whose measure is 85 degrees. Now, from the same vertex E, we need to draw one arc whose length is 6 centimeters. Now, set the compass length of 6 centimeter. Set the compass length of 6 centimeter. Yes. Set the compass length of 6 centimeter. From vertex E, you can draw one arc. Yes. Now here, both are intersecting. Name the intersecting point as A. Here I drawn the ray 85 degrees angle and arc with 6 centimeter. Now we need to get vertex R. From vertex H, you can draw one ray. From vertex H, you can draw one arc whose length is 6 centimeter. So whose length is 6 centimeter. By taking same length 6 centimeter from vertex H, you can draw one arc whose length is 6 centimeter. From vertex A also we can draw one more arc length of 5 centimeter. From vertex A, we can draw one more arc length of 5 centimeter. Now we can see both the arcs intersecting at point. Name the intersecting point as R. To get a quadrilateral, to get a parallelogram, you can join RH. Yes, you can join RH and you can join RA also. You can join RA also. So this is the required parallelogram. HEAR is ready. Yes, we can see once construction steps also better. With the help of given measurements, first I draw one rough figure. And it is special type of parallelogram. Special type of quadrilateral is one of the parallelogram. And in this, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal. From the rough figure, first we can draw one line segment whose length is 5 centimeters. Draw a line segment length of 5 centimeters. From vertex E, draw a length, an arc length of 6 centimeter. From vertex E, draw an arc length of 6 centimeter. From the same vertex E, draw a ray whose measure is 85 degrees. Name the intersecting point as A. From the vertex H, draw an arc length of 6 centimeter. From the vertex H, draw an arc length of 6 centimeter. And from vertex A, draw an arc length of 5 centimeters. From vertex A, you can draw an arc length of 5 centimeters. Now these both arcs will intersect in one point. Name the intersecting point as R. Now join RH and RA so that the required parallelogram here is ready. So once if you know the properties of this parallelogram, then it will be easy to construct. Yes, today class we learned how to construct a parallelogram and rhombus. Hope this concept is clear to all. Based on this knowledge, try to complete the problems from exercise 4.2 and 4.3. Thank you once again. We will meet in the next class.